Good morning, everyone. It's an evening this side. We thank God for His grace. Yeah. Um, so it's Nancy here. Thank you all for joining in. And thank you, Leader Heather, for this opportunity. Yeah. So today we will be talking about leadership, as we are all leaders in this business. And also, we are all leaders in other aspects of our lives, depending on what you do apart from this business. We are all leaders of our lives and also leaders of our homes. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to share this amazing topic with you, leaders, because this is something that came on my heart since I became supervisor, and I was like, I'm gonna share this topic one day when I become a manager. So I've kept it for some months now. Yeah, today we will be talking about leadership. What is a leader? I mean, what is leadership and who is a leader? Yeah, we can all be called leaders, but then it depends who is a true leader or who is a good leader. Okay, so leadership is a setting and achieving goals, I mean, it's setting and achieving goals. Like when you are a leader, you should be a leader that has goals. You cannot just be a leader without goals. You should know, you have to have a map. You have to know where you are going to. So, and also tackling the competition and solving. I mean, especially the competition part comes for those who are in sectors or industries or businesses that allows them to compete with others. But what I see in FLP or what I see in Forever Living Products, I see a business that help us to grow together. So I don't see us being in a competition with anyone apart from being mentor to each other, apart from being supporters to each other. So yeah, the competition part comes into the people who are in different sectors, people who are in branding, people who are in other businesses. But as a leader, you still have to know this. And also solving problems decisively and quickly. As a leader, you have to know, you have to have a sharp mind that can be able to uh, to solve problems. Like when something arises, you just have to know how to go about it, right? For instance, let's say you are in a team, you have a team of people where someone has to level up. How are you going to help this leader to level up? That is part of making decisions. That is part of solving problems. Okay, so moving on to who is a good leader? A good leader is someone who has unwavering character and integrity. They stick to their values and principles even when the decision is tough. If you are a good leader, you don't take sides. If you are a good leader, you stick to what is right. You stick to the truth. And that's what makes one a good leader. You don't take sides. Or when Nancy comes, you are like this. And when the other leader comes, you are like that. No, 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 no. When you are a leader, you are just a leader. Especially when you are a good leader, you are a leader for once. Okay? No matter what the decision, no matter how tough the decision is, you just have to stick to it as a leader because you lead with integrity. Okay? And what are the qualities of a good leader? So we talk about integrity, honesty. As a good leader, you have to be an honest person. No matter what happens, you stand on your word because you know it is the truth. It is what it is, and it is the truth. It's not, even though it is hurting some people, but it is the truth, and that's honesty, right? So, talking about in integrity, we're talking about the quality. You cannot just be a leader who's when you are dealing with some leaders, you tell them this kind of part of a story, and then when you are dealing with other leaders, you have other information. That is misleading, and that does not make you a good leader. The other thing that makes a good leader is communication. If you are a good leader, you have to have an active communication. You have to have a leader with active communication skills, or good communication skills, active listening, especially maybe when someone is talking to you, even a customer. We are in a business where we are dealing with different people. We are dealing with prospects. We are dealing with customers. We are dealing with fellow business leaders. But how do you communicate with all these people? How do you communicate with individuals in this business or even in your daily life, right? So we communicate with, as I said, active listening, right? Make sure that whatever you're not just nodding your head and all that and saying, but make sure that also you are assuring the other person that you are really listening to them. You are catching up with the conversation. You know what they are talking about. You are repeating to them what they have said to you. Okay? And also you have to be a leader that has confidence. You cannot be in a business and not have confidence. Like, how are you going to run your business without a confidence? How are you going to run your home without confidence? So we have to have that to carry ourselves with confidence as leaders. The other thing is also we have to be giving and receiving information or feedbacks in the right way. Like, when someone is asking for something, don't just promise them, giving them empty promises. No, I'll get back to you. And then how many hours, how many days you are not getting back to them? You should always be a leader that has feedbacks. Even if you don't understand what the prospect or the customer or the person is asking about, make sure that first you understand so that it's okay. So that when you tell them that you'll come back with a feedback, you know what feedback needs to be because you understand the request, you understand what they are asking about. The other thing is also the volume and the clarity when you are talking to someone. Make sure that your voice, you are not screaming, you're not shouting, but your voice is clear enough, your volume is clear enough, and also the communication is clear. Do not assume what the other person might have said. Just make sure you understand what they are saying so that you can have clear communication. And also respect. As a leader, as leaders, we have to carry ourselves with respect. Every day of our lives, respect should be our best outfit. We should respect others. We should respect our business. We should respect our decisions, our goals, our values. If we respect ourselves and respect our values, we'll achieve them. If we respect our business, we will touch our businesses. Okay? The other thing is also to empathize with others. We have to have empathies. Like, you have your team members. Maybe they are going through stuff. You just don't act. You're just there shouting at them, or maybe I want you to do your thesis. I want you to do what are these people going through? Do you even know what they are going through, and how are you going to help them out? Even how are you going to let them understand that even if you are going through the dark moment, you still have to touch your business without being insensitive. So we have to have empathy. Okay? Don't be a selfish leader who only wants to achieve and not even care about others' feelings. Don't even care about what others are going through. Even though there's nothing much that you can do about it, at least show that you care for them. Okay? The other thing is also, as a leader, don't share incomplete information. If you don't know nothing, do not assume. Don't share incomplete information. Okay? And the other thing is accountability. Accountability. Be obligated or willing to accept responsibilities. Let's be obligated. This is your business. Do not just be a backseater. Make sure that you are moving to the front. Take accountability. Be there for your business. Be there. Acknowledge your actions. Acknowledge your mistakes. Even maybe if you have a miscommunication with someone, don't just try to cover up yourself and think that no, but I was okay. The other person is the one who was wrong. No. We don't do that. Be accountable for your actions. Even if you only reacted, still be accountable for your actions. That way, it will help us to grow in our business, because we'll always try to see what is going wrong. How wrong are we going? How well are we doing? So it is very important that we take accountability in everything that we do in our daily lives, especially when it comes to our business, especially when it comes to dealing with a team. Okay. And the other thing is vision. We should have a vision. You cannot be a leader that does not have a vision. Like I said, a vision is your map. Even if you're not doing business, for those who are doing school, whatever you are doing, we know that you have to have a vision. You have to know where you are going. You have to know what you want. What do you want in this life? Why did you join this business? What do you want to accomplish? We have to have vision. We have to have goals. We have to have values. We cannot just be leaders that just wake up and sleep, wake up and sleep, wake up and sleep. What do you want? What is it on it? What is it that is on your map as a leader on a daily basis? Okay. The other thing is self-awareness. Self-awareness. This one, I link it to your whys. Why did you join the business? Because feelings is one of your self-awareness, right? Why did you join the business? How do you feel about this business? How do you feel being in this business? How do you see yourself in this business? Even if you close your eyes, who do you envision if you close your eyes? Who do you see? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? So that's where you have to be. We have to know our self-awareness. You have to know what you desire. You have to know your feelings about this business. How do you feel when you talk about this business? What is it that you desire? What is it that you want to achieve from this business? Where do you want to go? Which level do you want to achieve? So it's very important to know where you stand in this business. It's very important to know what yourself wants in this business. It's very important to know what yourself feels about this business. It's very important to know, like, if you wake up on a daily basis, do I really feel like being in this business? Do I really feel like running a business? Do I really feel like running that specific or doing this job that I'm doing? Self-awareness is very, very important. Are you aware of yourself? Or are you just going with the wind? Are you aware of what you are doing in your business? Are you aware of what you are doing at your current job? Are you aware of what you are studying? Do you really like it? Does it give you good feelings? Or is it something that is wasting your time? Okay. And also the other thing is decision making. When you are a leader, you should always be able to make decisions. You cannot be a leader that does not make decisions. Then I don't know what kind of a leader that I will be if I don't make decisions. Because decisions will help me get to somewhere. So how do you make your decisions? Let's say we have a few steps that I outline here, like gather relevant information. Okay, I want to do A, B, and C, but what are the informations needed to do those steps? Identify and examine your alternatives. For instance, you have 2 or 3 alternatives for that decisions that you have to make. So what is it needed for those decisions? And then you have to choose one of the either 1 or 2 or whatever, depending on how many decisions you have to choose. What are your alternatives? What are the best ones? What are you going to implement in your decision making? And then again, take action. You cannot just do 1, 2, 3, and then number 4, you can't do it. You have to take action. You can't start from 1 to 3 and then you stop. Take action. Whatever you have penned down, let it come to manifest. Let it come to life. Also review your decision and its impact. This decision that I have made, how is it going to impact my business? How is it going to impact those around me? How is it good for my game, And then again, we have empowerments. Empowerment. Like I say, in FLP, in Forever Living Product, or I say Forever Living has given us a platform of empowerment. I don't know if you see it differently, but for me, this is a business that really empowers me. Is the business that makes me stronger and giving me confidence. Like today, I just when I saw Leader Heather's note, I mean the message that she wrote there, the group that whoever the data opens and all that, I said, no, let me just give myself a try. Because I've already promised myself this, let me give it a try, because by trying, it's going to build me up. If I'm not trying, how am I going to know? How am I going to grow? So I just made a decision like, okay, this is part of my, part of empowerment. So why am I not going to try it? So we have a very good business that allows us to grow, that allows us to expand. So please, let's make use of this business to grow and to create that confidence for those of us, some of us who lack confidence. Okay. The other thing is creativity. One thing that I have noticed in this business, good about our business, is that there are trainings and Zooms and all these different Zooms trainings and all this. This for me, these are the tools that I use to grow myself. The tools that I use to empower myself, because when you are creative, or when you are active, when you attend to all these businesses, and I mean all these Zooms and all these trainings that are going on, or even when you read the company policies and all that, it allows you to be creative, because every time you will come up with a solution from the previous Zoom, or from the previous passage that you have read, or from the previous video that you have seen. So let's engage. The more we engage, the more creative we become. Okay? And that it will help us to lead a very good team. Okay, the next slide. Does a good leader cry or murmur because of challenges? No good leader should cry because of challenges, because that's what makes us stronger. If we don't complain or cry about it, if you are a good leader, even if you have to cry, it has to be a cry of, I really want to do that thing, but, or maybe it's like you have given an assignment and it was not done, and you just feel like everybody let me down. You just cry that moment, but nobody should see your tears. Come out of it, wipe your tears and implement other ways. How are you going to do it? That was a loss. That's why you cried about it. But how are you going to do it? You cannot just be crying like a baby. When a baby is hungry and maybe they can't see their bottle and their mama is not there, they will be crying for their mama to come and give them the bottle, right? They are crying for help. But as a leader, how many times are you going to cry for help? You are a leader. You are the one who's supposed to bring solution. But if you are crying and murmuring, how are you going to bring the solution? Okay, so for this, for the Bible readers, I put the scripture there, Numbers chapter 14, verse 26 to 27. So please, if you can go through it, in your own time. So trust the Lord and focus on the business he gave you. Most of all, stop murmuring, because murmuring, complaining, it weighs down your energy. You are not going anywhere if you like to complain. You are not improving yourself if you like to complain. So let's stop this thing of just complaining and murmuring, and let's step up as leaders, because we are leaders. That's why we are called leaders. Challenges or opportunities to grow. Challenges are opportunities to grow. If you see a challenge, you must see an opportunity for a testimony. If you see a challenge, you must see an opportunity for a testimony. And a testimony means growth. Testimony means you have overcome. But if there's no challenges, there's no growth. It means you are still in your comfort zone. If you don't see growth, it's because you have not been challenged. And that's because you are still in your comfort zone. So for you to get out of your comfort zone, for you to grow, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to face the heat. You need to cry. And I don't mean the cry that I have explained before. This one is the cry of overcoming the challenge. This one is the cry of growth. This one is the cry of a new coat, putting on a new coat, putting on a growth coat. So remember, if you have not been challenged yet, check yourself. Maybe you are still in your comfort zone. The next challenge, it is difficult to talk about your growth without touching your government. It is difficult to talk about your growth without touching your government. Here, you are the president of your own life. You are the president, the CEO, the leader, the manager of your business. But what president does not go in the office for 24/7? How are you going to know how your country is running? How are you going to know what is going on in your country if you are not visiting your office? A day has passed. You have not touched your business. A day has passed. You have not even sell any item, any product. You have not even talked to any prospects. Wow. Genesis 8:22, that one you can also going to read. You are going to read that in your own time. Your office should run 24/7 for as long as you live. That means a good leader leads by an example. If you're a good leader, touch your business every day. Whatever you do, touch it every day. A good leader leads by an example in any season of the year without complaining, but always finding solutions. No matter how heavy it rains, no matter how heavy it snows, no matter how heavy the wind is, no matter how strong, no matter how heat, how the sun is, yeah, you know, you have to run your business with confidence. You have to touch, you have to visit your office. Sometimes I even wonder if do we really have people that never seen FLP? Like for me, FLP is my everyday thing. I will visit my FLP maybe, I don't know how many hours a day. I want to see what is going on in my back office. I want to see every time. You have to strategize. You have to put your plans together. Okay, I need this. How many CCs for me to get to there? You know? Do you know your FLPs? How many times a day or how many days a week do you visit your FLP? 360. We are leaders, right? We call ourselves leaders. Not that we call ourselves leaders, because we are leaders. We are in this business as leaders. The moment you join the business, you become a leader. So what example are you living on? A good leader should be prepared to work with people through every season. Through every season. And remember, seasons also differ from individuals. We have different people. They all have their different downfalls. They all have their different weaknesses and strong points. So we have to be very careful how we deal with our downliners, with our team members, because the level of insensitivity, the level of sensitivity is also different, because we are all different. So as a leader, how do you deal with different individuals on their different seasons? Because this one is going through hard time, this one is going through that. How are you going to deal with these people without being harsh on them and with fairness? A good leader leads with fairness. Okay. Leadership requires a strong spine. If you are a leader, you need a strong spine. Because the more levels you accomplish, the harder it gets. So your spine needs to be very, very strong. You can never know if you are a strong or a weak leader until the systems test you. Good leadership takes planning and maturity. When the system tests you, that's when you know. Until you cry, until you get disappointed, until you get those empty promises, that's when you know you are in the real deal. You are doing the real thing. And are you going to stand or are you going to quit? And if you withstand the wind, it means you are a good leader. Good leaders takes planning and maturity, you know. For you to be a good leader, you have to plan, and also maturity. You have to have maturity. You have to be matured because you are dealing with different situations. You are dealing with different circumstances. You are dealing with individuals from different backgrounds. So we need to be matured. We need to deal with confidence and confidentiality. Confidentiality. Okay? Only a good leader can bring solutions while others are blaming and complaining. While others are pointing fingers, you will bring solutions because you're a good leader. And those who bring solutions are always in a minority. And and that makes them different from other leaders because they don't point fingers. They take accountability. They find solutions. Yeah. Next slide. A good leader is a helpful and selfless leader. Here it says, be a gap stander. Be a gap stander. Always. Always be there. When someone needs solutions, you're always there. Even sometimes it doesn't need to be the exact of what they are looking for, but just the comfort. Sometimes God will delay the process just to send the right leader. You are waiting on God, and God is waiting on someone who can be a leader, through whom his power can be released, you know? God's power has to be released through someone because we are his creations, right? But if you are just there at the back waiting for God, God is saying, come at the front because I'm waiting for you too, right? We are in a ministry. We are running ministries. For as long as you are alive, you are running you are running a ministry. So it depends what kind of a ministry you are running, but we are all running ministries. So we have to be gap standers. You will not benefit unless you cause others to win. You know, you cannot be a leader that will win by themselves. If you are not teaching your team members to do the same thing so that you can also win. Here in Forever, we win together. And I believe it has to be a life lesson everywhere we are. Like, you cannot do most of the things without a team or without another person. We need each other. And you cannot win it all by yourself. We need each other. Okay. Here it says, sometimes God ties your progress to the progress of others. So if you are a selfish leader, you are in trouble because you know why? You don't even know that, right? But God has tied your progress to someone else's progress. But because you are selfish, you are not willing to help, you are not going to progress, you are not going to achieve it, you are not going to succeed because it is already on someone else's progress that you are refusing to help. That's why we have to hold hands and help each other. Okay? If you want to fast track your success, you must fast track your training. Okay? If you want to succeed quickly, make sure you take in all the information, you take in all the trainings, you take in all that is needed to be done. You cannot just be a leader that wants to stand, you want to succeed, but all this that you have to do, you are not doing. They are part of the process, they are part of the succeeding, you know. You cannot skip them if you want to succeed. Run with it. Run with everything that needs to be there. It's a package. People can only do as much as to discourage, but they can never stop you. The only person who can stop you is you. No matter what the people say about you, make sure, just remember that you are the only person responsible for your success. And if you don't see it, you are going to stop yourself. If you are not pushing yourself to succeed, then you are the one who's stopping yourself, no one else. Okay? You can't be called a hero without a fight. Put a fight, then you can call you a hero. Okay. Learn and grow from all the lessons with the right attitude, we can, okay, sorry. I put everything together. Learn and grow from all the seasons in your life. Both achievement and failures are lessons. With the right attitude, we can cover large ground. You see how big forever is, right? For as long as we all have that great attitude, we'll cover large ground. We will impact so many lives. Only those who plan can achieve their dreams. If you have the moving attitude, you don't expire. And it's true, you will never expire because you move from level to level. How are you going to expire? Right? So in conclusion, it takes maturity to enjoy. After you have matured, put yourself together, put yourself in place, do the do's. I mean, you are going to enjoy because you have done it with maturity. So let's plan, prepare, and invest. We are in a good business. Together we are unstoppable and we are irreplaceable. Thank you. Over to you, my leader.